Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 2024 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So, thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in purchasing a private reading, then check out my website, daneharttarot.com, or follow the steps in the description box below. The website is also linked in the description box below. I'm having a end of summer sale, so if you would like to check that out, feel free to. And I look forward to reading for you. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. And that loud sound will come from the singing bowl, and it lets us really hear the energy vibration that we're entering into. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Cancer, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. So we're crowned with the Knight of Wands reversed. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Ooh. We then have, let me do this way. Okay. The Two of Wands reversed, the Five of Swords, the Sun card. Oh, I love that for you. Justice, the Queen of Swords, the Hermit reversed. Interesting, because this moon is in Virgo. Virgo is represented by the Hermit in the major arcana, so that's interesting. The Eight of Pentacles, Judgment, the Emperor reversed, the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is really fun. You have the Sun, which is the happiest card in the whole entire deck, coming through the upright position. You have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the two tens that you really, really, really want to see in a reading coming through so brilliantly. Judgment is coming through, the Queen of Swords, like Justice. This is great. This is great. Yeah. Do we have some things that maybe make things a little bit more complicated at times than we would want completely smooth sailing? Yes, but this is really an awesome reading. Okay. So being crowned by the Knight of Wands reversed, we can be a little bit spicy. We can also be very attracted to energies that are like, oh, I got this, I can do this. They really give off bravado, but that's all they are, is bravado. Follow through, nada. Like, it's not going to be there. So just be mindful about this during this time, because it's going to be like, oh, that seems like a really great plan, or that seems like kind of like I want to back that horse type of thing, like, oh, I'll bet on that. And then it's like, no, don't, because this is all bluster and bluff, but an empty show. So just be aware of this. With the Two of Wands reversed, a door is closing. It's going to be the best thing that has ever happened to us. It's not going to feel like that when it happens. It's going to be like, what? But no. And like, we're going to be pounding on that door. And what we're not going to know, if like we turned a little bit or went around the corner, there'd be like this huge pavilion open to us. So just be aware of this during this time, that something is closing. This new moon in Virgo, the Virgo energy here, where the Hermit is telling us to go in, the new moon is telling us to go in, set our intentions, not just for the full moon to come on the 17th of September, which is which is the harvest moon, which is a super fantastic moon, but for the next 6 months, we're setting our intentions. We're not going to want to turn in right now, Cancer. We're going to want to be out in the middle of everything. But here it's out in the middle of everything. It's kind of like doing and doing and doing, because we're running away from our shadow. But our shadow is always going to be there. So just be mindful about this during this time. Okay, the sun is shining, happiness, success, prosperity, and bounty. We have a lot of blessings coming our way. We can get hyper fixated on little things during this time. So do be mindful about this. Step back, see all the light that's coming through, not just little like pinholes of it. And also with the Eight of Pentacles reversed, we can really like not feel like working or not feel like, putting the effort into things that we know that we're supposed to put the effort into. We're going to be like sitting there going, I know I need to get this done. I know I'll feel really great once I do, but I just can't get myself to start. So being very mindful about starting things is going to be very important, because we'll come up with every excuse in the book to be able to like not. So just be aware of that during this time. The Queen of Swords, I love the Queen of Swords. She's the most masculine of the queens. So she gets a bad rap, but she is a queen that takes no bull from anybody or anything. She is fierce. She is wielding the only weapon within the tarot. Wielding a sword takes skill, it takes time, it takes effort, it takes practice. And that is what we're building towards, and that is what we've been building towards. What we really excel at has taken time and practice. It hasn't come naturally. Maybe the thing that has come naturally to us is our tenacity, our stubbornness, our determination, our fixation, our focus. That can come very naturally to us. It's like, I will not give up. But the seeing ourselves as successful, that hasn't. So being aware of this is going to be a very important thing. We are going to find that we're rising out of darkness. We're going to feel that something is calling us. Something is calling us out of darkness, depression, doubt, fear, anxiety. It's like, okay, it's time for the sun to shine. Okay, it's time to get this moving. It's time to get this going. Now, that's going to be a really uplifting thing for us. Now, before we just go through the whole entire tarot and forget, let's see what Spirit has to say. Now, if you are interested in entering to receive a free reading, there are 3 things that you have to do: like, comment with a butterfly, and subscribe. These will put you in the running to receive that free reading, which will be announced on Sunday. And so hit that bell notification. Why? Because you will be notified when the video of the winner is announced, but also because that really helps me out. YouTube really likes that. They also like the liking, the commenting, and the subscribing. So thank you so very much. So let's see here. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Here we have consistency reverse. Yeah, that's exactly what Spirit was saying earlier. We like getting us to do what we know we need to do can kind of be like pulling teeth. So just be mindful about that during this time. We could be really consistent one day and really not consistent the other. We'll have a hard time with consistency. And that's going to be an important thing to know with us, because then we can be stricter with ourselves and be like, no, you have to do it. Okay, put away the phone, like get this going, or, set things up for work, get things going. If we work from our phones, type of thing, that's going to be important. But needing to fall into that pattern of consistency, that's going to be something that's hard with this moon, because the Virgo energy, a little bit reversed, where instead of, again, being inward focus, we're going to be outward focus, and we're going to want to see everything that's going on. It's like being a little kid who's really nosy, or just a person who's really nosy. It's like, oh, what's going on, instead of looking at what's going on with us. It moves us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels, oh goodness, and spirit guides. Oh, I love this. This is love. This is the heart chakra coming through. It is embracing love and prosperity and success and beauty. And it's just letting our heart shine. It's just like, hey, listen, I know I'm my, energetic sphere. I know I'm my chakra aura energy. And I know that people can pick up on this. So I'm going to walk in this world in love, which, yeah, it can get us taken advantage of, right? It can get people who are a bit like, just vampiric or nasty or a bit of a bully energy come forward, but I'm going to still walk in the beauty of my heart chakra. And that's just changing my life. And that's going to be it for us, Cancer. Walking in the beauty of our heart chakra. Because Cancer, we have the most beautiful heart. Like, we have a absolutely astoundingly beautiful heart. But a lot of times, because of the cruelness of the world, we learn very early on how to kind of like shut that down, or not trust ourselves, or think, oh, wow, there's something wrong with me because, I'm constantly getting hurt. It's not that, oh, wow, most people in this world aren't on the vibrational energetic sphere to be able to embrace that kindness, that love, that compassion, that beauty. And my heart is beautiful. And so your heart is sacred. Okay. So just be aware of this. It moves us then to our energy. Ooh, goodness, to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the Six of Wands. Be mindful of very braggadocious people. That's very much coming back into the Knight of Wands energy. We're going to really think like, oh, wow, they wouldn't say that about themselves if they weren't really great. It's like, yes, they would. Yes, they would. And they will put you down because they want to come across as better. And they are so pompous and so ignorant that they think by putting you down or by putting others down, they make themselves look better. No, they make themselves look like fools. So just be aware of this during this time. Five of Swords, we are going to face certain situations that we would have once hidden away from, we would have once, stepped back from. This is going to be a very important time for us because we're going to see these certain situations and we're going to be like, oh no, I got this. Oh no, I can do this. So stepping out of the past and stepping into the power of our present and ourselves and being present within ourselves, that's going to be really important. Again, we're coming out of darkness. We're coming out of a place of doubt. Now, the Emperor does come in. This is high control energy, right? The Emperor reverse is tyrant energy. Now, we could have had tyrant energy in our past history, right? This could have been a parent when we were growing up or a guardian. This could have been a teacher. This could have been a lover or like a boyfriend or girlfriend who, just was very much bullied. They didn't have to be to lover status, that they were just really abusive. So just be mindful about this during this time. It's like you're finding a trauma mate. You're finding somebody who brings up all those old feelings that are familiar to you. They're comfortable to you. You just don't want them back in your life. So just be mindful about this, not to make you super paranoid and be like, oh no, don't trust anybody. No, just give it some time, step back, and make sure the energy isn't controlling. If they're trying to control you, step away. Be like, okay, you know what? My heart, worth so much. Not doing this. I'm not doing this. I don't need somebody who is an egotistical, megalomaniac type of thing. I just don't need it because you're moving towards your happiness. The 10 of Cups is like, this is what makes me really, really happy. This is happiness. This is joy. This is success. This is beauty. And the 10 of Pentacles, which is wealth, prosperity, success, what you value as much as money. This is also generational wealth coming into play. It doesn't mean that you get to inherit a mega fortune, but it does mean that your ancestors are working with you on the other side to really get you to succeed and achieve, and that you have certain talents that are hereditary. And those ancestors of yours who have had those talents, but they didn't get to shine in the same way when they were alive, they're helping you have them shine now. They're like, oh, come on, we wanted to do this, but we couldn't. Let's do this now. And that is a really beautiful thing. So you're going to have a certain drive to you that you're like, I don't know where this is coming from. I can tell you it's coming from your ancestral past. And that is beautiful. That is beautiful. It can even be coming from your past life self who is like, wow, we get to do this. This is awesome. All right. So let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. We have growth, angels, and spirit guides. Fears reverse. I love that for you. Here, Cancer. This is great for us, angels and spirit guides. Okay, so we have then abundance and focus. So focusing on the abundance, releasing the fears, embracing the growth. That is going to be life-changing. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Love how this one just turned itself around. Your commitment is being tested. Okay, angels and spirit guides. Nothing will come of the situation. Oh, this moon is coming for you a little bit. Like that's okay. Your dreams need a practical plan and hold to your vision. Okay. That's super funny. You are ruled by the moon. So when the moon has any sort of shift, when the moon shows itself as a different face or in a different way, you're greatly affected by that, Cancer. Okay, and knowing that about yourself really can relieve a lot of stress and a lot of why do I feel this way? What's going on here? It's like, oh, okay, I'm lunarly sensitive. You and Pisces energy, lunarly sensitive. So just be aware of that. Your commitment is being tested. This flew out upside down, landed right side up. So what it means is like it's not being tested, not being tested. Now it's tested. Okay, so that's just going to be important to say, okay, what am I committed to? What do I want? And we can even be sitting there and saying, it's not being tested. And then we'll find out like, oh, okay, yeah, like a few minutes later, like, oh, it was tested. The void of course is a time, and you can look it up if you Google void of course in the lunar cycle. It is a time where things just don't go according to plan. Many void courses happen throughout a lunar cycle, and things just go pear-shaped. They just don't go according to plan. And so nothing will come of this situation. Means don't set down, firm plans during this time. Set down your intentions, look at things, but make everything in broader strokes. Okay, give yourself a broad outline during this time. Don't make it super specific, because if you make it super specific, you'll feel like you fail. You're not failing, okay? You just need things to be done in broader strokes, like thicker lines, type of thing. Don't make it such fine work during this time. You're wanting to do work with thicker lines, bolder work, okay? Kind of think of art, like not with those little tiny fine lines that you're putting in all the intricate filigree, but bold lines, more like, think comic book art type of thing. Your dreams need a practical plan. They do. They need a practical plan. And this is going to be a time, as you're coming out of darkness, as you're coming out of doubt, that you put a practical plan in place for the next 6 months, right? We're setting our intentions for the 6 months to come till the full moon in Virgo. And then you hold to that vision. You hold to the vision of what you are creating and what you want to create for your life and for yourself. It moves us then to our subconscious. Oh, when we're growing, right? We're growing and releasing our fears, embracing abundance and focusing on our abundance. Our abundance isn't like everybody else's, meaning that we all don't fit into the same mold, the same block, the same way. We're not all the same. Even identical twins aren't exactly the same. So we have to give ourselves a break. We have to cut ourselves some slack. And that's going to be an important thing. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message, which is revision reverse, meaning that we kind of need to look at ourselves in a different light, revive the way that we see what we want and we see ourselves and we're defining ourselves. It is time to revise things. It moves us then to our subconscious chakra message here, which is the solar plexus chakra. And this is inner strength. And we don't feel like we're really that strong. And here's the thing, Cancer, is why Cancers don't feel like they're that strong is because their strength is quite different, right? Our strength is quite different. And when we see ourselves and we see our love and we see our compassion and we see our kindness, people will tell us, oh, you're naive or you're weak or you're easily manipulated. And you're not. There's a profound strength in seeing the good in people. There's a profound strength in embracing loving humanity and people. So stop looking at your gifts and seeing them as weaknesses. See yourself as profoundly gifted because you profoundly are. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Lovers. This is Gemini energy. So if we're born on the cusp with Gemini, if we have Gemini in our chart, this can be a little bit tricky part of our personality, but this is what we lust after, right? This is what we want right now, right? Instant gratification, lusting after energy. So be mindful. Do not, and it's hard, right? Do not confuse lust with love. Or the best way to put it is like step back when we're falling in love with things, when we're like becoming obsessed with something. It's like, do I love it? Or is this just lust? So just be aware of it. Like, it's kind of like when you're learning to do something and you become in love with the idea of it, right? When you're learning something and you're like, oh my gosh, I really want to do this. I'm so excited about it. And then you have to do it and you stink, right? And you're like, well, I don't love it anymore. And it's like, well, then you didn't love it to begin with. You lusted after the knowledge of it, but you didn't love it enough to learn it. And if we can say that with learning, to add new skills into our repertoire of being a human being, right? We also need to look at it that way when we're adding love into our lives, right? If we can take the time to love and to learn, and if the other person can take the time to love and to learn, then we love. But if we can't, then we lusted. It moves us to our subconscious tarot message, which is strength reverse. This is Leo energy. This is, again, very much like the Aries energy, the Emperor reversed. This is very much tyrant energy. It's like strength of, you will do what I do because I said so. And it's like, that's not flying here. It really never did. But this is also another sign that we could be born on the cusp with, right? Leo energy. So just be mindful about that, July 23rd to August 22nd, that we might not be getting along with Leo energy that wonderfully. So just be aware of that. Our subconscious Luna message begins with patience reversed. And then we have, I think this was upright. And then we have the end of a tough cycle approaches. Be patient because the end of a tough cycle approaches. Things are coming to a head and things are slowing down, right? Things are soothing out, but it can be like labor pains, right? That less big, pain before like you birth into the world what you have been creating, right? Before the darkness leaves. And that's so beautiful and overwhelming. And this can be a beautiful overwhelming time for us. So just connecting with that energy that way, that sense of this is what I want to create for my life, for my soul, and for myself. All right. All right, Cancer. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and harmony. Cancer, may blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. And have a blessed moon. Bye, guys.